haven't sorted any of that out yet. Hello, we're live. Hi. Sorry, StreamYard was asking me to do a load of things, and I'm like, what? No.
Are you sure you want to go live? Are you sure now?
Are you sure? Are you? No, to be fair, when you're going live, it's not that bad. It's like when you're wanting to end the stream, it's like, are you sure you want to end the stream? Are you sure? It's like, yes. Damn it.
Wouldn't have clicked the button if I wasn't.
Yes. So we are here to talk about this book, Isle of the Gods, which I finished about 7 o'clock this evening. This has been on my radar since it came out. I like Amy Kaufman, but I don't know how I feel about this book yet. I honestly, if I'm wanting to think of like a star rating right now, I think it's sitting between a 3.5.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the right time for me to read it. I don't know. What do you think?
If I wasn't reading it for this, I'd have DNF'd. I finished it about 5 minutes before I left the house for Isabel's birthday party. So only a little bit earlier than you. But I knew that. I knew I was going to be, because I only just started it yesterday.
Same.
But I do tend to like, for live shows, I do tend to like to
read it closer to the date when it's, so it's all fresh.
Yeah.
Hello, Asma.
Hey, Asma.
Just here for the spoilers.
Well, I'm not sure I can.
Hi. We are two fine people. We are very, very, very beautiful people. What can we say? Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I think we're just gonna have to jump straight into spoilers or whatever. It is. It's very comfy. It's got a ghosty on it, and it's fuzzy. It's got a very large V-neck as well. I like it. I like it muchly. And it's got good old baggy sleeves. But yeah, I'm really. It was such a slow starter. It felt like there was so much info dumping that it took a while to actually get the story going.
Yeah. I can't remember any of the story. I just didn't care enough to be. I think I'm going to say the same thing, that I have made this mistake previously. She's great. Her birthday party today. She's fantastic.
Did she get spoiled rotten?
Oh yeah, she got loads. She got some Lego. She got some, what is it, kinetic sand. She got like a little briefcase full of like pens and stuff like that. And
because I drew, I always got stationery as a kid, but I love stationery, so I was happy with that.
Isabel's only just getting into it, so I will pass them on. It was her birthday a week ago today, but
you were on holiday.
Yeah, there was a few. Some of our family comes from Ipswich for her birthday, so and we also have another family member whose birthday is the same day, so we tend to have to work around. So she's basically had a week's worth of birthday stuff.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a birthday week.
No.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. Unless they're spoiled little brats and they're just like, well, it's my birthday. Yeah. As long as they don't turn into a Dudley Dursley, it's all good.
I was just happy that some of her classmates were able to turn up for her birthday party as well, which was really sweet. She was so excited to see them.
Wyatt has said 2 words now. We're just veering off of book club right now. He said the
Yeah.
word hug. He said the word hug, and
Nice.
and he said daddy.
Oh, I know,
Chris,
but mummy
I know Chris near enough broke down crying. Like, daddy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm still waiting for mum or mama, anything.
Yeah.
But and he's lost his 2 front teeth.
Oh, I bet he's so cute without his 2 front teeth.
Hang on, I'll show you a picture. It's the cutest of cutes. He lost it last Monday, but still.
Oh, bless him.
Bless my little cutie. But anyway. Damn. my phone just went nuts. Hang on, I should put it on like do not disturb while we're doing this because of the whole NetGalley November stuff. How do I do that? Where are we? Focus. Do not disturb is on. Good. Okay, so yeah, back to talking about this. What star rating? I mean, you said you'd DNF it if you weren't reading it, so.
I mean, honestly, I don't think it's really fair for me to rate, but I would probably give it a 1. Just because I genuinely just didn't care. Like, I couldn't get invested in the characters. And I'm such a character-driven reader that it's just... But that's why I feel like it's not fair, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm the
Wait, you guys didn't like the book? I wouldn't say that I didn't like it. It's not my favorite. I feel like if I do actually read book 2, I might like it more because I feel like this was pretty much all set up for book 2.
I wonder if that's why I just wasn't getting into it then, because maybe the characters become more lovable with... I don't even have to love them. I can hate them as long as I'm invested in some way.
Yeah.
And maybe...
I had to write down all the characters because I mean some characters got killed off, but I still had to write down like the main characters because there's like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got Sally, Leander, Keegan, Jude, and Laskia. And it's just like I felt like their voice. I felt like Jude and Leander, their voices were very similar. So if I didn't pay attention to who was like, at the start of the chapter, I'd be like, I'd have to like flick back and go, huh, who am I talking? Who's talking right now? But then as the book progressed, I got more of a feel for who was talking and whatever else. But they did definitely have similar voices towards the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. I think the one thing I did like was the audio book was very well done, I thought. And it did kind of, I think because one of the voice actors, I think, also read one of the Greek mythology books that I like. I can't remember which one. It might have been Ariadne, actually. She's either the same voice actor, or they're they've got a similar voice to.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me feel like there were a couple of times that I was like, "Oh, is this Greek mythology?
Mm-hmm.
Am I interested?" Turned out no, I wasn't, but yeah, I did like that aspect of it, that feel. I guess obviously between the sound of the voice and obviously the gods
Mm-hmm.
included in the story, it did have that sort of vibe to it, which I did
Yeah.
appreciate.
I'm just looking up the audio. It was Nikki Patel, Homer Todiwala, and Donabello Mortel. So, yeah. The male voice sounded familiar.
Yeah, I'm rubbish at keeping track of who the voices are on audios, and I really
Mm.
should start doing that because I listen to them so often that
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's really bad of me not to look.
So, did you have a favorite character, or one that could put up with more than the rest?
um, mm, probably, and I've forgotten all their names now. I'd probably get them mixed up even if I could remember.
Sorry, you say how the character was, and I'll tell you the names.
Okay, so it was one of the female ones that the one that got to the boat first, or it was their idea.
Hmm?
The one that got to the is it Elizabetta the boat?
Yeah.
The one that got there first, or it was their idea, or
They were already on the Elizabetta, but they wanted to go to a different boat to go get the dad. That
yeah,
character.
the person
Yeah.
who was talking about it was the
Yeah.
dad. That
Sally.
one.
Sally. Yeah.
Really? Yes. Sorry. Oh, thank God, I
uh,
recognise the name.
the other female character was Laskia.
Yeah,
And
I did.
uh,
Um, Last year, to be fair, like none of them were bad characters. I don't feel like, but they weren't. They just, I just didn't care.
mm,
You know,
no, I felt that. It's
if I
like
was
I
in a
had.
relationship with them, it would be a me, not them
Mm-hmm.
problem. You
Yeah,
know?
I get that. No, I totally felt that. It's like Sally would have been my favorite out of the pick. The
Mm.
pet peeve for me was like she had like the wizard like markings or whatever, but like
Yeah,
she couldn't like she'd been to seeing so many people and like she couldn't like magically connect to him, but yet this one boy could fix her. Fucking hate that trope. It's just like it's the
yeah,
one boy, and it's like obviously they shared a kiss at the end and then love, but I mean,
yeah,
you can definitely tell it's a YA book. It is definitely YA forward.
yeah,
Um, but I feel like it was all set up for the end. I mean, even when like we got like to like part 3, 4, and 5, where like the story was actually like, moving at a quicker pace.
yeah,
Uh it still even though they were in peril, I wasn't feeling it
yeah.
with them. I was just like, just
It
get
was
to the point, go do the thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was just because it was the same with Prince guy.
Leander.
Yeah. Um, I feel like characters like him are usually funny, and I
Mm-hmm.
could tell that the quippiness was there, etc., etc. It was just missing the mark a little bit. Like, I don't know, there was just something missing for me to. I could see that all these aspects were there, but they just
Mhm.
weren't quite
Mhm.
pulled off.
See, the book isn't a bad book. It has all the elements and it's written okay, but for whatever reason, didn't connect to any freaking character whatsoever. I
I'm
don't
so glad
know.
it's me because I
No,
thought there was something wrong with me.
no, I don't know if it is just me or if what, because
Mm.
I don't know.
I was really looking forward to this book as well, which makes it
Same.
that little bit more disappointing.
Mhm.
I think because I think it was one of your picks that you put in, wasn't it?
Mhm.
But then after that was put on, I also heard Beatrice say she had to read it for um, the booktuber thing with Danny.
Yeah.
She had to read it for that, and she said it was really good. So I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
great! I'm gonna." That's it's just another sign that I'm gonna love it, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I think I was so sure that I was gonna like it, I almost set it up to fail in a way,
I can see that because I
you
kind of
know?
yeah. I mean, I can see it, and I can kind of like be like, yeah.
And maybe if I'd gone in with lower expectations,
Mm.
maybe it would have been alright.
I mean, my expectations weren't that high either, but it was just more of a case of everything else I've read by Amy Kaufman, I've really liked. I mean, granted, she's written with my one of my favorite authors, which is Jay Kristoff.
Yeah,
Um, and the Illuminae files are absolutely epic.
yeah.
The Aurora cycle is amazing.
Is that
Uh,
the Olympic Files or is that a different one?
uh,
Aurora's
the Aurora cycle, that's different. That's
okay.
still written with Jay Kristoff. But then
Mm.
again, they're both sci-fi.
Yeah, and maybe
So,
that's what else has she written?
um, uh, uh, um,
Kaufman. These Broken Stars, that
mhm.
looks sci-fi. Is
I
that
really
part
enjoyed that.
of
I enjoyed that one.
it does seem like there's a heck of a lot of sci-fi there
Mhm.
under her name. So I'm wondering, I think that
If
uh,
fantasy's not that, yeah.
maybe her strengths are with the sci-fi elements.
Mhm.
That cover's so pretty as well, though, isn't it? For Isle of the Gods.
Mhm.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, the Starbound series, I mean, that's sci-fi, and I absolutely love those. No, make the picture bigger. Can't do that on. Hang on.
Making me want to read Illuminate Files again.
It's because the Luminae is amazing.
Yeah,
Uh,
truly epic that was. And
but
maybe
look at the
cover.
cover for these Broken Stars.
Ooh,
This
that
entire series, it's like I love this. Like, gave it 5 stars. I absolutely love that series.
yeah,
Uh, I don't think I've not read the third one, but I gave like the first one 5, the second one 4. But
that's
obviously, these are sci-fi, so
yeah. Maybe we just gel with her sci-fi writing more.
it's so pretty.
So pretty.
Um, Yeah, I will read. I'll try and find that at the library and have another binge. See if it's still a 5-star read.
Mm.
But yeah, maybe. I mean, like I said, the writing's not bad. I just
No,
couldn't connect to any character.
yeah. There was
And I
just
mean,
something for me.
yeah. I mean, we Keegan was like a bookworm that had secrets, and I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
secrets. But then we're just like, there was nothing there. We're like,
Mm,
come on, dude. Uh, the prince was kind of, uh, he wasn't the like quintessential like arrogant prince, but he
no,
also wasn't. There wasn't something like set him apart in a way that he didn't have an it factor.
no. I feel like we've seen characters like him in many books.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't particularly. There was nothing stand out about him.
No.
What did you think of the magic though? Because I quite liked the magic. I liked having to have, um,
The magical system was cool.
yeah.
I do love
I
a
don't
good I do love a
think there
good
was
book
any, like, there could have been a lot more with the magic, I feel like.
Mhm,
It actually was, like, I don't know, I feel like there was long stretches of the book where the magic was hardly even mentioned.
mhm.
Obviously it picked up more towards the end, but
Yeah.
not, I don't know, not as much as I would have liked.
Okay. Also another thing is, like, the book's called The Isle of the Gods, right? They're
Mm,
traveling to the Isle of the Gods
yeah,
like, wake up the gods or whatever. Barring the little, like, pre-bit at the beginning where, there was the god, like, narrating that little, like, blurb at the beginning of the book, it felt like there wasn't that much mention of the gods. It was like, there was like, this thing for this sacrifice or whatever, but it didn't feel like that they were like, the gods were part of their like belief system kind of thing. So it's just like, okay, well, why are you doing this? Because you don't really feel that kind of devout in a way. You know what I mean?
yeah, there was very little, like, discussion about them. They didn't really particularly believe in them that much.
Hmm.
They
Felt
were
like there
just
was a
like a
definite
pair
dis
thing, like,
there was a disconnect for me with part of the story. And
yeah,
like I said, I felt like this book was, like, fully set up for book 2,
mm,
um, because of the ending.
yeah. So do you think you'll read book 2 then?
If I can get it from the library, probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
I I'd be
what
hesitant to
pisses me
read.
off so much about this is that this book, it is stunning, and I've got it,
Yeah.
and, it's signed, and it's got a beautiful map. Um, but, you know
It'll still have value for you because you like Amy Kaufman as an author, so, like, you've got
I
other,
mean,
you might
yeah,
go,
but the thing is that it's like I think I'll get book 2 from the library and see
yeah,
how it is.
yeah.
I might give
I
I might I
would've
might
been
give it a
really,
couple of months though.
yeah, I'd have been really pissed if I'd spent an Audible credit on it. I
Mm,
really would have been. But luckily I got it on Everand, so
yeah, I was listening to it on other end as well as reading it, so I was just like, yeah.
yeah, I'm not in Everand jail at the moment, so we're good.
I
Oh.
hate that when you're halfway through a series and it just goes, no, you can't have any more of these, and you're like, I need
You
the next book, and it's right there, but you're not letting
yeah,
me have it for a month, you bastards.
you can have audiobooks as long as they're not too popular
Mm.
and you haven't had too many of them. So,
But
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I don't really have much more to say about the book. I didn't write that many notes because I didn't. It's like nothing, barring that one pet peeve of the whole, like, oh, but he's the one that could unlock her magic.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was too in and out to make notes, so I was ready for notes. I
mm.
had my notes up ready, all and everything, and then I put absolutely nothing because, like, I was in and out of listen like, I was struggling to pay attention to it
Yeah,
because I didn't care.
that's my notes. It's like,
You should have some.
okay, yeah, but it's like, okay, is 501 an important number? I feel like I need to have a list of the characters. Is that boy the prince? Question mark. Then obviously, and called it. And then it's taking a long time to get into, and then the list of characters. And
Yeah.
because the characters were like bleeding together, I even added at the bottom like Jude and Laskia are involved in a plot to kill Leander. It's like, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have done that. I should have written down their names because I'm rubbish at character names to start with. At the
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, we're gonna thumbs that up
Don't
that.
work for me.
Um, so I already know that I'm bad at character names, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, I was struggling to pay attention to it. So, and I felt like there was maybe too many characters, like
Mm-hmm.
main characters, because there was 5 in the end, wasn't there?
There was
Or were
5 at
there
the end, but at the beginning there was like, it felt like Laskia's sister Ruby was going to be a big part of the thing. Sally's captain and the green witch that ended up dying, or the green sister. I wanted more information about them because they sounded cool as fuck.
Yeah, and maybe you'll get that more in the second book.
Maybe so, but you know, that one character's dead, so I'm like, oh, okay, I want
Yeah,
more
yeah.
of their backstory. God.
Mm. See,
But
that's how little I cared. I don't even remember who died.
I
I
can't
mean, I
remember.
know
I can't remember
it
the name. I keep wanting to write it down. I should have written it down, but
yeah.
I think it began with a K or a C.
Oh, so it's not who I thought then.
Who did you think?
But, oh, maybe I don't know.
Kiri.
Yeah, okay.
Kiri.
No, it
Yeah.
Oh.
Shush, Siri.
Okay.
Um,
I said Kiri.
never mind.
Huh?
At least, never mind. Most of the books we've had have been
Mm.
fantastic. So
Mm-hmm.
having one, I wouldn't even say it's a dud. I feel like it's definitely me with this. Although saying that, there was one other book that I just wasn't into, and I felt like that was me as well. And this feels different.
Well, to be fair, I'm on the same page with you about how not connecting with
Yeah.
any of the characters. But the thing is, I'm willing
Yeah,
to.
the other book. What other book was it that I kept saying I was going to reread it. I haven't yet. But that's how it feels different. This, I have no temptation to reread it. No
No.
temptation to read the next book. I'll quite happily listen to you talk about it. Yeah, but
Let's
like I've got,
see.
whereas the other book, I felt like it was me missing the point with it. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Or maybe it's because we're both on the same page with this one, and that's kind of given me the confidence to say, no, I'm just not into it.
Quite possible. Was it Kaiki?
Yeah, maybe. Oh no, I feel like I liked that. Not as much as everyone else, but I think I can't even remember the other books now. I've slept a bit
So
since.
we started with Mooncakes. We both loved that one. Then there was Salt and Broom.
Loved that.
Mm-hmm. Then The Dark Lord or Die Trying.
Ah, maybe it was that, but then I changed my mind and loved it anyway.
Yep. You was like, love that one. And then there was
Yeah.
Kai and then Chlorine.
No, I loved Chlorine as well. So maybe it was Kaiki then. We have had some crackers, haven't we?
We have had a decent run, to be fair. The poll is up for December. But what we're supposed to be reading in November, if you could hold up the book, The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. I've read is it The Bear and the Nightingale by them?
I've got that on my I've got that on my TBR as well. I don't have it.
I've read that. It's a trilogy. I haven't continued on, but I have read that one.
Did you like the first one then?
It was all right. It was all right.
It's interesting to see what you think of this one then.
We shall see.
Oh God.
But yeah, the poll for December, I'm excited because they all look cool as fuck. So those are the choices. So we've got 6 Crimson Cranes.
Isabel, come on. This way.
Make the Season Bright, and then The False Queen, and Mishi the Bad Demon, which is a graphic novel.
Ooh, I didn't realise that one was a graphic novel. Do you want to see? Do you want to see the? Although it's no different to seeing the picture of it, really, but The False Queen. Well, I feel like you can see more of the purple in real life than you can on the pictures.
You can when you put the light on it. It's very dark. So if you just yeah, it definitely is more purple.
I mean, I'm happy to read any of them, but I am excited to reread. Yeah, I was. This is indie author. So I haven't. There is no audio book for this, which might be a good heads up for people. But if you have, I think most phones probably do it now. But if you open it up on the Kindle app, have it read out. It's not the same as an audio book, but
you can get it to read out.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me see if I can find Mishi. I do have it somewhere. There we are. So this is Mishi the Bad Demon.
Oh,
it's a graphic novel. It's a full color graphic novel. So yeah, I'll be happy to read this. I'll be happy to read any of them. I mean, 6 Crimson Cranes has been on my TBR forever, and I've got that and The Dragon's Promise. I haven't gotten around to reading them.
Yeah.
And obviously there's The False Queen, which sounds cool, and then you've put on a Christmas pick as well, so it's like
I thought I'd throw in a
cool whatever anyone chooses. So I'm gonna be happy with whatever anyone picks. It's like when we put the poll up for Chlorine. It's like there was Chlorine, there was horror movie, What other ones were there? Because I was like, I want to read all of them.
Yeah, I'm like that most. To be honest, I'm like that with most of the polls.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to pick one as well when it's four
Yeah.
choices that you're happy to read.
A Song of
really
Silver, Flame Like Night,
well.
4 Eads and a Funeral, Horror Movie, and Chlorine. It's like, still want to read all of the other three. You've started a song like A Song of Silver, Flame Like Night. How are you liking it?
I'm really liking it so far. Yeah,
Good, because I really need to read that one.
I have only just started it. Let me see. I am on page 58, so I've only read that much. So, yeah,
I'm out of my beverage. No.
I've only got orange juice, but I can't drink that until I've taken my omeprazole.
I take omeprazole in the morning.
I take it at night, but I take all of my meds at night, even though I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to take them in the morning. But one of them I'm supposed to take at night because it knocks me out.
You're not sleeping pill, but sleeping pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because of that, I've ended up taking all of my meds at night because I'm that scared that I'll forget which ones I've taken and get them mixed up. That I just take them all at night.
Med boxes.
I used to use a med box when I first had my surgery, and I had like 10 million tablets I had to take. But I'm down to 3 to 4 plus pain relief. So it's not too bad.
But
really.
I think most of mine is pain relief. And then I've got my diabetes, my blood pressure, my omeprazole for my stomach. And then so it's like tramadol, methocarbamol, paracetamol, gabapentin. And then on top of that, there's my migraine medication when I have a migraine, and then there's my diazepam for breakout pain and muscle spasms.
I have to go to hospital if I have breakout. It's really annoying.
See, I had to fight to get the diazepam because they were just like, yeah, well, we don't want to give it to you because it's addictive. And I'm like, okay, when was the last time you gave me diazepam? And they were like, a year. Okay. And I'm like, okay, a year ago. And it's a sleeve of 28 tablets. It's like, I only take it when I have pain. When I have like extreme pain, when my back goes into spasm and I can't cope. They're just like, so it's like, I'm not drug seeking, I'm just needing it there for when I have that pain.
Either that or I'm wasting the NHS's time and money and beds to come in, be given something you can give me to take home. Try telling that to my GP.
Well,
anyway,
don't because don't say that because I was like, I did have the whole, I've told you this. I still need to find that thing of like the video, well, not the video, the phone call from the doctor with the doctor calling me a drug addict. Basically, I was like, I need to find it. I will find it eventually.
My local hospital is fantastic though, so I've not had any problems there. It's definitely, and hopefully
me.
I'll get a GP that there to work with me, not against me. But we'll see. Time will tell. No, can't see.
Sorry, I'm just trying. I'm like, oh, I need to find it now. Where is it? Don't think it's any of these. Wyatt baby giggles.
Oh,
It's stuff like that makes my ovaries go, ooh, baby.
mine don't do that anymore. Definitely not.
Oh no, it's like my ovaries can do that, but my brain's just like, nah, mate, we're good.
My ovaries would have done that until a couple of years ago, and then since then they've just got no.
It doesn't help though. It's just like freaking completely like perimenopausal.
Don't get me started on that. We'll
Don't.
be here forever.
Did I send you the video on Instagram? I think it's the reel on Instagram that was just like, I think I saved it. I don't know if I did send it to you or not. But it's just the whole like hot flush until the woman was having a hot flush.
That rings a bell. If you haven't sent it me, someone has.
There we go. Just the shit he comes. I'm like, yep, been there.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm eating.
Okay, Asma. We've done book talk now. We're descending into madness. Sweet dreams, darling. Mwah. Love you. No, bye-bye.
Stu Hart. There we go.
Yay. How do you do that?
I don't know. It's just some setting. It was already on, so I haven't done anything with it. It did turn when I had to send my laptop off for fixing. It came, They obviously turned it off again because I had to get Matt to find out how to turn it back on again. But it's just something in settings. I'll ask Matt and let you know.
I'm looking in the settings now. I'm like, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Chris? Yeah. Can you come make me more beverage, please?
I thought you were going to come and look.
Like, Chris, come look. Thank you. What do you no need to snatch?
These little bags are... Oh no, there is one left.
These little bags, they don't have enough. Oh wait, there is more.
Oh my leg is sore tonight. But I got up and down the stairs okay. So
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. And my neighbour who had almost the same accident, but at the park instead of at home, she's 4 weeks. She had her accident 4 weeks before mine, but on her other leg. So we make a complete pair.
Well, what leg's yours?
Left.
Mine was my left.
Although I've got to say, unless I've been walking a lot, my broken side isn't as painful as my sprained side. The sprain is so much worse in terms of pain levels because it's constant all the time. And I think because I'm having to put so much weight through it, It's just, it's not healing as quick as I'd like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I didn't sprain my other one because I literally kind of like did the splits down the stairs. So
Yeah. No,
good
my
times.
just both went like that, but because I went over to the left, I think that's why my left side technically
Has Matt been putting his shoes away?
Oh yes, absolutely. And the thing is, I'm literally terrified of shoes now. It's like a new fear unlocked kind of thing. I'm genuinely terrified of shoes. And even when he obviously, the shoes that I tripped over are his brand new ones that I literally just got him for his birthday. And like if he wears them, like we went to the when we were waiting for my physio, he was sat next to me and he crossed his leg over and his shoe was near me, and I was just like, no, you're gonna have to get that away from me, I'm afraid. Like it's crazy how it's affected my brain. Like it's a flipping shoe and I'm now scared of it. How does it make any sense? And yet it's just life now, apparently. I had PTSD before this. I've had PTSD since I was young. And yet the flashbacks from this accident are worse and even more uncontrollable than any other flashback I've had for anything that you would expect to have a flashback for. This would not have expected. And yet, crazy.
I think it's because it's instant, you know.
Yeah. Could literally happen anytime to anyone. Like, with no warning.
Yeah.
So, but there you go. Life is life.
I mean,
I'll get over it one day.
It's like I was like, to be fair, still now, because that obviously mine happened on the stairs, and it's like it
really
happened because I have the drop foot on my right side with all the nerve damage.
Yeah.
So my right foot just completely like slid off the stair. It's like, so my right leg went forward, my left leg went under me, and I just went down onto it. Yeah. Hello, Cassia. I did see a comment on Coda Sprints, but I'm like, I'm doing book club. But we finished talking about the book now, so it's all good.
Yeah, just chilling.
This is our just chill time now. Yeah. But you know, Laura's managed to do it. Broke their ankle falling over Matt's shoes. So yeah.
That mine was at the bottom of the stairs.
Mm.
So although I'm nervous on stairs, it's not
Mm.
not the same as what happened
Well,
to
I
you.
like if I'm going downstairs now, I kind of like, you know, go one step at a time, like make sure my foot's fully planted. And I'm like, yep.
I'm going sideways at the moment because the boot is so big. Because it's got like a curved bottom. All I have to do is miss. If I went forwards, I could easily just go.
Almost fell down the stairs yesterday, washed my slippers, and so I got slippery, and I was holding a pizza and drink. Almost became a ghost. No.
No.
Falling it's that sickening feeling that happens where you just kind of like yeah,
where your belly just goes up like that. I'm genuinely thinking, because we're moving next year, I will definitely be prioritizing looking at bungalows.
To be fair, I've been trying to look for a bungalow, but trying to find a bungalow for rent is insane.
Yeah, I can imagine. For us, it's finding a bungalow that has 4 bedrooms.
So yeah, we'd need 3 bedrooms. So it's a
Yeah.
bungalow. It's a bungalow having enough bedrooms and being
Yeah.
able to rent it. It's just like, come on.
Yeah. 100%. So, but there you
But
go.
we need it.
Yeah.
The
How's
stairs are
NetGalley
scary,
November
man.
going?
Say again?
How's NetGalley November going? I've hardly been able to hit any of the sprints for it yet. I've been able to pop in and say hi a couple of times, but that's about it.
Well, this is my first NetGalley November read. I haven't read it yet.
Have you started it yet? Or
I
no?
haven't started it yet, no. But to be fair, I need to check when that review needs to be in by. Because there's 2 that need to be reviewed quite quickly, to be fair. I think it's that one and Snowed. But Snowed is a middle grade, so that shouldn't take too long.
Yeah.
Let me sign in. No, good. Still signed in. Thank you very much.
Let me see. I've combined my NetGalley goals with my Winter-a-thon goals. So I've managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 NetGalleys on my TBR for Winter-a-thon. So I feel like I'm gonna be cracking that egg this month.
Okay, well, it seems like the only books that I've got on there are audiobooks.
Ooh.
The other ones have disappeared, even though I've got them on my Kindle.
You'll still be able to give feedback for them though. You'll just have to go into the what is it? It's a different section, isn't it? I can't remember without looking. But yeah. Took me ages to get hang of the NetGalley website. I don't know if that's just me though.
It's half. It ain't half backwards. To
Yeah.
be fair, I ended up having
to be, I think.
I ended up having to freaking change my password again.
No.
So I've still got 3 that I'm waiting for, but if I'm waiting this long, I don't think I'll get them.
I don't know. Sometimes they will wait until after it's been released and then give you it. I've had that happen a couple of times. It is NetGalley's weird though, because I don't know how they decide who gets what. Because like there's been a few times where I've applied for things thinking, oh, there's no way on this planet I'll get that, and I've got it. And then there's times where I've applied for things that I've thought, oh, I think I've got a good chance, and then just not got it. So
well, I've asked for Octopus Moon, The Baby Dragon Cafe, and Girl Ultra Possessed. And Girl Ultra Possessed and The Baby Dragon Cafe are both published set to be published on 16th of January next year.
Okay.
And Octopus Moon's 25th of March. And I'm like, hello. Can I ask that? And I requested them like last month, so I'm like,
yeah,
gimme.
They'll come in when you've got like 5 other books that you have to get read within 2 days, and then you'll need to read them as well.
Yeah.
It's just typical. It's just the way it goes. But saying that, I still love NetGalley. So
yeah. Okay, it's because they don't have an archive date for Snowed or Death by Orgasm. Okay, good. All right then. So there's no archive date.
I do like
But-
it when they don't have an archive date.
Mhm.
Make them a little bit more relaxed as to how long it takes them to get back to you as well.
Mm.
I'm going to be reading Snow-Blooded next. So
Ooh.
I'm very excited.
Oh, I missed some comments. We got approved for the new NetGalley book yesterday. It's Victorian, so
Ooh.
Virginia Vita and short, so I can do it the weekend. Okay.
Nice.
9 is my lucky number, so I hope it works out. Cool. Nicole said if you listen to 1% of the audiobook, it will save it for you. Yes. Even if, yeah.
That's a good tip.
And then, pretty cover for Snow-Blooded.
Yeah. This is where I met the author. I think it was when I went to the S.T. Gibson thing at Waterstones. And the author of this was the one interviewing S.T. Gibson. And I'd never heard of Emma Sterner Radley. But when I looked at this book, it just looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked it up.
Well, there's one thing that I need to read because Livia and I have actually started our buddy read. We've set what we're reading.
Yes. I'm rereading that soon. I love Evocation. But I love S.T. Gibson. I'm kind of obsessed. So
see, I think the only other S.T. Gibson that I've read is
Dowry.
No, I haven't read that one. I want to. I still do. Education in Malice, is that it?
Oh yeah.
And that I didn't really like that one, to be fair.
That one's hit and miss with people, I feel like.
And to be fair, it because I've read Rebecca, what it's actually based on. Is it Rebecca or Camilla? Either way. And to be fair, it's like, yes, it's like, one of the first like vampire stories, whatever, but
I wonder if
even
that's
then,
why I love it, because I haven't read the story it's based on.
medication o'clock.
I can't. I'm so when I see people put tablets in their mouth, it makes me balk. I'm honestly the biggest wuss ever. For someone with fibromyalgia, I am a huge wuss.
A whoosh. So yeah, I
Whoosh.
still want to read A Dowry in Blood. But you've been banging on about Evocation so much in your sprints that me and Olivia were just like, we need to read it. And you're like, let's buddy read it. So
is this my
that's what
fault?
we're doing. That's what we're doing. Huh?
Is
Yes,
this
it's
my
your fault. Yeah.
I will take that. I love
But yeah,
being
it is a very pretty cover though.
It is. And I've got the pink one.
I hope I like it so then I can find a special edition, because special editions of Evocation are really fucking pretty.
Yeah, they are.
And as Cassie said, it's stunning.
100%.
But yeah, we've worked out that we're gonna do because it's like 35 chapters, so we're gonna do like 1 to 9 chapters for week 1. Because basically we divided it over the 4 weeks of November, so
Right.
and we've done it by chapters, not pages. So
yeah,
and we're gonna check in on Fridays and see how we're going. and how we're liking it.
I think me and Livia are reading Hero of Ages this month. The third
Brando
book.
Sando. I'm like, I know that one. The author was like, no, not gonna tell you. Oh, I love Brando Sando. I went through a period of just binge reading all of his stuff.
It's
But
so
I haven't.
easy to binge,
But I
but
haven't. I
chunky
haven't
book.
started on the. I went through like his old stuff and his middle grade stuff. I haven't gone. Is it like the Way of Kings and stuff? I haven't read any of that
Stormlight.
stuff. Yeah, I haven't read the Stormlight Archives. I'm gonna, but
Yeah. Stormlight, I feel like, because I read Stormlight,
Mhm.
the Way of Kings I've read, but not the rest of the trilogy. And then
Mhm.
I've gone back and read the first Mistborn, and then I read Way of Kings again. Did I? Yes, I did, because I read the Way of Kings and the first Mistborn in the same month.
Mm.
But they're kind of a different feel.
Mhm.
I think
But
obviously they're going to be a different feel because they're separate trilogies, but they're in the same world, aren't they? So
yeah. Well, they're in the same universe.
yeah,
The thing is, it's like I've read the original trilogy of the Mistborn. I've read Elantris. I've read Steelheart, which is the Reckoners trilogy.
Mm.
I've read Skyward. I don't think I've read the third. Have I read the third one or the fourth one? But yeah, I've read the Reckoners trilogy. The Arithmetist. I have read the third one of that. Read Legion. That's effed up. It's cool. And then I've read Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarian series. But yeah, there's so much. Even it's middle grade, but the Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians is so good.
Mm.
Just
that title is so good.
Elantris was my first Brando Sando.
I feel like
the Final Empire was my first.
I feel like from what I've heard though, Elantris is the one that you shouldn't judge his writing on.
No,
because even
I feel like if I would have read Elantris first, I wouldn't have
carried on
so much. But look at the thing for the cover for Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians.
I like that. What grade is that? Is that middle grade?
It's middle grade.
Middle grade ones.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he writes in different age groups as well.
Yeah. So Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, the first adventure in the fantasy series for young readers by the #1 New York Times best-selling author Brando Sando. The fast-paced and funny series is now available in a deluxe hardcover. I hate it when they bang on about the thing before they actually, talk about stuff. So, on his 13th birthday, foster child Alcatraz Smedry gets a bag of sand in the mail, his only inheritance from his father and mother. He soon learns that it's no ordinary bag of sand. It is quickly stolen by a cult of evil librarians who are taking over the world by spreading misinformation and suppressing truth. Alcatraz must stop them using the only weapon he has, an incredible talent for breaking things.
Sounds like me.
Yeah. It's really good and it's funny. It is so funny.
Does sound good.
I actually liked it. Made me lose weight. I'm not saying Elantris isn't bad by any stretch, but
I'm
reading Mistborn first.
I don't know, but the fact that that even he doesn't recommend it. I'm like,
To be
what's
fair,
wrong with it?
comparing Mistborn, like the Final Empire, the first book that I read, to Elantris, it's like it's written well, but it's just like there's just so much more in the Final Empire. It's more well-rounded.
Yeah. Did you know that Brandon Sanderson has got a disorder where he has to write?
No, but it makes sense. The
Yeah.
way he churns out books, it
Why he
makes
writes
sense.
so much.
Yeah.
Because he's got, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a condition where he has to, you know how some people have to say everything they think? It's like that, but having to get everything out of his head onto paper that he's thinking.
It's kind of like a form of OCD. Where it's like it's a compulsion, it's something that has to be done.
But it's insane how intricate all these worlds are, and they are born inside one man's brain. You know?
Yeah.
It's insane to me. Insane. But like in the best way, obviously. But
Cassia, do you know that J. Christopher's finished writing the third book in Empire of the Vampire? He's finished writing it, so he's going through edits now, I think. So yay!
Has the second one just come out or recently come out?
Yeah, it came out this year.
Yeah, apparently he sleeps till 1 p.m, then writes from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m, spends time with his family, and then he games for the rest of the night and then goes to bed late. But he does like the same routine every day. It's like
one Australian booktuber I watched made a video on his writing schedule. Which booktuber?
Yeah, I want to watch this.
Which booktuber? So true. Yeah, it comes out at the end of next year, right? Yeah, so excited! So excited!
I filled the odd one out with that because I haven't read.
You should. It's amazing.
But like, and the thing is, I love vampire books. It's crazy to me that I haven't, until more recently, I haven't even thought about reading it. And the only reason why I'm thinking about reading it now is because people like you are telling me I have to. Right, okay. So I haven't made that up. I watched a video of someone talking about it earlier on today, so but then I didn't know if I'd remember it correctly either. We need these videos. We need these videos.
See, if I make Cassia a
Throw a wrench at her.
if I throw you a wrench, Cassia, you should be able to put the link in. Put this user in a timeout. No. Give you a wrench.
Don't
you
take
deserve a wrench. Wrench power.
Do you want to see something really random and cool?
Go on then.
That I got on holiday.
You should now have a wrench, my love.
Just while we're waiting for that link. There it is. We went to a cafe after we left the cabin in the woods yesterday. We went to a cafe before we came home, and they were selling these handmade pens.
Ooh,
how cool! And it's like one of them twisty kind.
Twisty ones. See, I love watching wood turning videos. To be fair, I love watching carpentry videos because my dad was a carpenter, and obviously, well, not obviously, but you know, he's passed. So it's just like watching carpentry videos. He never did wood turning. I think that's more like me. I love watching people create art stuff, and it's like it's so amazing to see how something like a block of wood or a block of resin turn into
Yeah.
something that's just so beautiful and insane. Just I love
Yeah.
watching art stuff, and it's just like watching all these talented people, and I'm just like, I wish I could do that. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like,
My
oh look,
grand
you're so talented. Makes me sick.
yeah. So my granddad used to do like wood turning stuff. He had a whole bunch of stuff in his garage set up to do it, all the machines and that.
Mm.
I remember one year we bought this was when we still lived down south, and the Christmas tree that they have in London, the square place, that is not gonna give any clues.
Cassie's saying, I will behave, I promise. Nah. Take your
You
silly.
don't
You don't have to behave.
know.
There's no point in behaving on this channel. Behave yourself. Literally, behave yourself.
Yeah.
So
Weird
it's
about what I'm currently
Chrissy and
talking about.
Joan.
So,
Do. Oh,
yeah, so
Holly would love this channel. Let's see. Oh yeah, I love Nerdforge. Been following Nerdforge for years.
how do I click on it without
Going to YouTube.
okay, I'm gonna do that on my phone then.
I love Nerdforge. The stuff that she could create, and also now she's like bringing in like her. I don't think they're married, but boyfriend, and like he does a lot. He is doing a lot of stuff with them now. But Nerdforge did the bind up of all the Wheel of Time books for Dan Green.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I recognised the name.
Of course you do. Yes. Did anyone watch the video that I posted on Sprints? Yes, was it yesterday? Yeah, of Evan and Caitlin making the Furby electronic dog, because that's just creepy.
I wasn't there. I missed it. So I miss everything. Well, not everything, but like a lot.
Yes, it was that was epic. Yeah. Well, do you know how like there's the people have made like a robot dog?
Yeah.
Well, Evan and Caitlin got the thing for the robot dog, and they actually made it. But instead of having a dog head, they put a Furby head on it.
Oh, cute.
No, it wasn't cute. It was creepy as
Oh,
hell. Let's see. I'll try and find that link again. Furby dog, Evan and Caitlin.
Oh, Kirsty is creepy.
It really was. But I'm putting the link in so you can see it as well.
Cool.
There you go.
Oh.
Whoop, there it is.
Adding to the watch later list.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch it in.
Don't watch it before you go to bed. Just saying.
I'm currently, I think still about 2 weeks behind. I haven't been able to break the 2-week barrier on my watch list. I think because I insist on watching everything pretty much in the order that it's gone on my watch later. And because I watch so many different channels, like it's not just book channels that I watch loads of true crime and like random crap where I'm falling down rabbit holes. So I need to learn about random.
Same.
Right.
Same. It's like I'm still trying to catch up on Critical Role.
What's that?
It's voice actors playing D&D.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to fall down that rabbit hole. I don't
I
think.
mean, you should, but it's a lot of time. I mean, it's like
I
4 or
don't dare.
5 hours of a live show
Yeah,
every Thursday. So, yeah.
I don't dare get into D&D. My son would love it if I did,
I love D&D.
but
It's like possessed Falcor from the Neverending Story. It's not. I love Falcor. Don't say that. Don't say that.
I've not seen Neverending Story. I know Matt can't believe it either.
No.
It's like it was a key part of my childhood. I was like, yeah, but I didn't get a childhood, so.
I posted on Facebook a video that I saw for of a kid doing a costume, a Halloween costume. Oh my god! Hang on, let me see if I can find the video. Right, go to. Probably get like banned for the music.
Yeah.
Oh. The childhood trauma is real. Oh, the pain.
No.
Oh, the pain. Still wild how Falcor and Gamora were voiced by the same actor. True. But voice actors are talented as fuck. You don't realise it.
Yeah, definitely.
Lol.
Definitely.
Yeah, the childhood trauma. It's like I saw that and I was just like, it actually makes my heart ache. Yep, the swamp scene. Oh, the pain. Oh,
Oh my god, I'm gonna have
you
to
need.
watch it.
You have to watch it. Just join in on you. At least
Yeah.
you'll be more you'll be more mentally equipped to deal with it.
Apparently, yeah.
Supposedly.
That's debatable.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that scene killed me.
That
It's like
is
I swear,
amazing.
movies from like 80s and 90s like didn't care about the child's mental health. It's like parents dead, parents dead, parents dead, loving animals dead. Like we're talking about it, I was like that. It's like The Land Before Time. That killed me as well. The dinosaurs,
Oh, that's Little
little
Dinosaurs. Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen Hook
The
was a big
feels.
one of mine.
Huh?
My childhood, Hook. That was one of
Hook.
my. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
Anything by Robin Williams, to be fair.
I can't watch. Well, I did watch a lot of TV and stuff when I was a kid, but I don't really remember a lot. Man, I loved He-Man. Like when I was properly a kid.
The perfect shade of a cup of tea is He-Man. That skin tone. It's perfect for a cup of tea.
Pretty. Sweet.
Sooty and sweet, yeah.
Trying to think what else. To be honest, I remember more from the boys when they were little than I do when I was young.
Makes me realise that my parents played me movies that made me cry and repeat. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks, yeah. I mean, your parents give you enough childhood trauma. But the thing is, I've still never seen the end of Bambi because they turned it off when, like, Bambi's mum got shot and I was in floods of tears. I've still never seen the end to this day.
Yeah, Bambi's bad.
So I told the story about I was like, I'd borrowed the VHS of The Lion King from a friend and I was watching it in my bedroom and my dad walked in when the stampede scene was happening, and I'm there in floods. He's like, Dad like walks. He's like, "What's up with you?" And I just pointed to the TV. He looked at the TV, looked at me, and just backed out of the room and closed the door.
I'm not dealing with this.
Yes, pretty much. Fuck that. But yeah. Builds empathy. Yeah, sure.
That's why I've got a lack of empathy, because I didn't watch enough.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, so many that just made me cry. It's like I think right, I've been given a pirated copy of Finding Nemo. This is when I was like working at like the pubs and stuff, and it's like, you know, people that come in, but it didn't have the first part of the thing on, so it's like it's the movie started on this pirated disc from when Nemo is waking up his dad, right? So me and my friend have watched this movie from that bit, that thought that's how the movie started, all well and good. Then we actually watched it on a real DVD and saw the beginning with like Marlin and like Nemo's mum and the thing and the killing of all the we were just sat there just like holding each other going, oh my god, this is horrible.
Do you know what the worst one is of more recent? Yes. Oh
yeah.
I'll
Oh.
never be able to watch that first part without being into it. Never.
No.
Any empathetic bone I have in my body is probably broken, but also these jokes are never gonna. I'm never gonna not use these broken bone jokes now, am I?
No.
But I'll probably irritate everyone for the rest of my life with them. But never mind. That's fine. That's fine. I can't even remember what I was saying. Can't have been that interesting.
We're talking about Up, and like, you know, the first 5 minutes of Up. Still a better love story than Twilight.
Me, my empathy, that film.
Do you know what I did?
You don't want to get old, even though I do want to get old, because not everyone gets the chance to be old. But also I'm terrified of being old.
My body's already there, whether I'm there mentally or not. It doesn't make no difference. Yeah. I made the mistake of watching Marley and Me after my dog had passed. I didn't know
what about Marley and Me.
I didn't know the bad juju happened in Marley and Me. I thought it was just a fun-loving doggo movie.
No. Nope.
But I think like Sam had passed like a couple of months, and I was like, I'll watch a fun-loving doggo movie, you know? Give that. Nope. Another one that kills me to do with, well, to be fair, anything to do with like animals being hurt is just kills me. But Snow Dogs. That's another Disney movie, and that's based on a real story. Oh
no, I'm not gonna then if it's based on real.
It's
animals dying and a real story. No, thank you. I'd rather people die, honestly.
It's such a heartwarming story, but you know, bad stuff. It's about a pack of sled dogs,
right?
And, you know, not all of them make it, but most of them do, and it's a real story about this guy like fighting to get back to save his doggos. So yeah, fucking fly. You always turn into a ninja when there's a little fly around you.
Why are we talking about sad things?
I don't know. It's our descent into madness. It just randomly happens.
It does.
the
It does
meds have kicked in, and they're just going, "Hi, now be sad."
Well, technically, my meds to make me happy.
Mm.
Kind of business.
What's that like? Even my antidepressants didn't make me happy.
Mine are pretty good, actually. Although I wouldn't say they make me happy. I feel like they just even out. And if anything, I feel like I can't access my emotions as easily. I think that's
Yeah.
why I joked about not having what was it?
Empathy.
That's empathy. Because I do have it clearly, but I just don't access it that easily. Like any extreme. I think because without my medication, I feel all emotions to an extreme
Too
level.
much. Yeah.
That in order to counteract that, it makes me feel a bit far away from all emotions, really. But it does mean that, like, I can mentally say, right, okay, well, this is like, I'm not as negative as I was, if that makes sense. Because I can be like, well, okay, I've got a broken leg, but it's healing really nicely. Whereas I wouldn't have done that before. I'd have just focused on the bad aspect, So it obviously does make a good difference for me. It's just not as perfect as it sounds.
Yeah, well, I've been off my meds. I've been off my antidepressants for quite some time now. But it was at the behest of a therapist, because, my therapist was just like, do you think that the antidepressants are helping or doing anything? And I was just like, nope. And I've been off them for God knows how long now, and my moods haven't changed in any way, shape, or form. So, yay!
But they're not just try a different one.
Because
I had to go through a few different ones before I found the right combination.
I mean, I think if I hadn't have taken so well to therapy and dealt with quite a few issues, I think they might have, said, okay, well, we might try a different bout of medication. But it was just like, okay, well, if you don't feel like they're doing anything and you're just taking them because it's part of your routine now,
not worth it.
Yeah. And did say if your moods do moods do fluctuate or drastically change, either way, obviously get back in touch with him or the doctor and just be like, I need help. But no, my moods have been even so far. But I think that's because I haven't had a really low moment for quite some time. So, but
that's a good thing.
It is a good thing, but I feel like if I do end up having a low moment, how I'm going to deal with that is going to be see how I cope. Because I did do a lot of facing things in therapy. But we shall see.
I'm a big fan of therapy.
Yeah. Therapy is very good.
Sure is.
And it's like I've gone through like several
teams.
So both of us like completely mentally unstable. It's like therapy's great. But no, it's like I definitely said, because I've like gone through like is it ABT and like done like apps and things for
is it cognitive or dialectical?
I can't even remember. But it was like basically you go on and you'd go through these modules through the app, and I was just like, I need to talk to someone about it. I can't have I can't be like working through modules on a computer. I can't be reading this information and then doing like, a test at the end of it. I want to be able to talk about things with a real human and not just send someone a message saying I'm not feeling great. I want to be able to actually speak to someone.
Yeah. CBT is more focusing on
CBT, that's it, not ABT. Yeah.
that's more focusing on dealing with past things and your thought processes and working back to the root thought processes, etc. And DBT includes CBT but other aspects too, so that it helps you deal with things but also gives you a practical set of skills to manage future problems, kind of thing. So I've done both.
Pre-worry and sabotage my good mood. Yeah.
And the other thing with I found with therapy is that you can do all of these different therapies, but at the end of the day, if you don't put the work in and keep the practice up, it won't blind bit of difference to you. I think for a long time I went into therapy thinking that it was an outside thing fixing me. But that's not how it works. So
yeah, you definitely can't just go along for the ride. You've got to.
You can't go in for an hour each week and think, okay, in an hour I'm going to be fixed. It's not.
Yeah.
Not how it works. The real work happens. The real therapy happens in between times, and putting them things into practice.
Yeah.
Rewiring that brain.
Yeah, it's like when Chris had like come up, it was like after like my Skype call had been finished, or what, it was like Google Meetings or Google Teams or whatever, and Chris had come in and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "It's okay, it didn't make me cry this week." And then there was other days where I was just like, I'd just be in floods of tears and stuff. But yeah.
I couldn't talk to people after my therapy. I needed a good 2 to 3 hours just silence. No.
Yeah,
Nothing.
you have to actively participate. Yeah, definitely. My dad did art therapy. He retired this summer, many years. Yeah.
I feel like any therapy you can get your hands on. If you can get access to it, take it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't think you need it.
I think everybody needs somebody to talk to. And the thing is, it's like Chris is my safe space, and I'm like completely open and honest with Chris about everything. Probably too much. But so it's like, but Chris, I can't like lay all my problems at Chris's feet. He's not like, trained to deal with all my shit. So yeah,
I think that's the mistake I've made in the past, is putting everything on Matt, and it's not a good thing to have just one person to talk to in any capacity.
Yeah.
Which is why this year I've decided to make friends.
Yay! Friends!
Oh, you lot!
Yes. It's so easy to feel isolated in your own feelings. So yes, these chats help so much. Very true. I think one thing that I like came out so much with like therapy, because it's like I call it bitch hermiting, because I do go insular and just sit with my head telling me that I'm crap and like, I'm a bad mom and all the rest of it. And it's just like, because of being in chronic pain, I can't function and all the rest of it, and doing all that crap. And it's like, and my head's just telling me all these things about, you shit. And I think I had the thought of like, well, and I will go into myself and not want to talk to people about it because I'll be like, no, they've got their own shit to deal with. They've got their own lives. They've got their own things. And I was like, well, to be fair, if a friend of mine was feeling how shitty I'm feeling, I'd want to know and I'd want to help.
Yeah.
And I think that is when I started turning the corner in therapy because I was just like, you can't keep it all bottled up in your head.
And of course, once you let it out,
Mm-hmm.
you hear how ridiculous you are sometimes.
Yeah.
In terms of the things that you say to yourself, you would never even think about someone else, let alone say to them.
Yeah.
And yet you spend more time with yourself than you do with anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
it's like if I heard someone talking to my friend the way that I talk to myself,
yeah,
I'd freaking lay him out. I'd be like, what the fuck do you think you're saying?
100%. 100%.
So yeah.
And I think you need people to be able to balance that out until you can. Like, it's all well and good me saying I've got all these skills from therapy, but sometimes you don't recognize these things yourself. It's the hardest thing in the world to recognize when you are being your own worst enemy.
Yeah, definitely.
Hardest thing in the world. Sometimes you just need your friends to be like, well, hang on a second, you're talking about my friend here. Pack that in.
It's hard being kind to yourself sometimes. True.
There is. It's easier to
So true.
It's easier to go down the negative route than it is.
Always. It's always easier.
The longer you've been thinking like that, the harder it is to rewire it and to challenge it and to find the brain wants evidence of things, like, and it's easy to find evidence if you're looking for it, whether it's positive or negative.
And I think it's like it's so hard because it's your own head. It's like, you can't just flick a switch and just turn it off.
Yeah.
It's your own brain that's attacking you. And it's a bitch.
Sure can be. Mine's great. Mine's fantastic.
You got a sexy brain.
I've got a sexy brain.
Ooh, good old grey matter.
It's what I'm going to keep saying till I believe it.
I got such a squishy jelly brain.
Yeah. Love it. I love my brain. I love myself.
Loving yourself is one of the hardest things to do, to be fair.
Yeah.
You're so close to yourself that it's yeah. The
thing is, like, as you get to know me, you notice things like when I'm in like the worst times for negative thinking in my brain and bad thoughts and whatever, I will actively be speaking out loud. Got it.
Good brain club.
We're putting that on a t-shirt, Paula.
Yeah. Good brain club.
Yeah. But I'll say out loud really nice things about myself if I'm having dark thoughts about myself, because it's almost like I can't let it go anymore. So even though I don't necessarily believe the nice things, like I almost need it to balance out the activity going on in my brain, if that makes sense.
See, I mask with comedy. So
Comedy's great.
Yeah.
That
But
makes
then,
sense, having a childhood and stuff like that. They're not funny jokes, but in my mind,
I think, and to be fair, and it's like because I've learned to mask so well because of having ADHD, it's like I can put on such a freaking happy front and just be like, you would not have any idea the below the surface of what you're seeing. I mean, I'm like, utter turmoil and all the rest of it. I've been so good at masking for so many years. It's like when I think when I had like my first mental breakdown, it's like I'd just come home from work and I just, when you just let everything, let the mask fall off and you just like, and I was just so drained and wiped. It's a good job Chris was there, to be fair. Stubbing your toe with a smile. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? La, 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 la.
I always like the what was it my mom used to say? You're like a swan, all serene on the top, and underneath you're going like this.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
I always, whenever she said that, I always really identified with that one.
Because it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It's like, look at me, I'm so regal, I'm so well polished.
I think I'm an upside down swan.
To be fair, sorry, I just had the image of like, me and you as swans on the lake, right? And then we both flip upside down and we're just there, completely under the surface, but our feet are still going like that above ground. Yeah. Above the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So either way, it's like we'd still be doing the wrong thing.
Yeah. I think honestly that's why, like, physically, like, fibro is bad, but I think I cope better with my physical stuff than I do with my that's not true. I think I cope better now with my mental stuff, but I think it's easier to cope with physical stuff than it is mental stuff. Because you've got to do so much, like, literally, I'm 42 years old and I've been through so much therapy, so many medications, and it's literally only been the last couple of years that I've really benefited.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
when I was
it's a long time.
Yeah, in one part of my therapy, I had to actually kind of mourn the person that I was before the chronic illness hit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I mean, we talk all the time. I mean, it's been a couple. It's been a while since we chatted, but
Not
yeah.
normally.
But like, we've met in person. We have friend connection. We're connected.
A little.
And it's like you see how I am. I'm just like, this is me pretty much all the time. I'm just like, loud, obnoxious, take me as you find me, la la la. But the physical side of that, where I was like, going out all the time, I had 3 different jobs, I was bouncing from place to place to place, doing all these things, to then being a complete, basically a shut-in, because my body won't let me do all the things that I used to do. So yeah, sucks. So yeah, I had to go. In therapy, I had like a whole like morning period of like going through and just being like, it's like, I as a person haven't changed. My situation's changed.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
still
just
need to do that bit because mentally I'm still like, but when I'm better, I'm gonna do this.
mm,
I haven't let myself take it in yet, I don't think. I've taken it in little bits.
mm-hmm,
But I think because mine's so variable. Oh, excuse me, the charger. I think because mine's so variable, there are times that I can trick myself into thinking, oh, I'm like I'm gonna be that one person with fibro that gets rid of it completely. Because it's never happened before, but I'll be that one.
mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice if you could be.
I mean,
It'd be
yeah.
great if you could be,
Let's
but
look at it. If one of us could figure it out and then pass that on, the world would be a much happier place.
yes.
But yeah, hey, life is life, and I'm still alive,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing.
So we've gone from sad to therapy sessions.
Yeah,
Is everyone feeling good?
without any qualification in order to do so, but take nothing we've said, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's made you feel less alone, that's the main thing.
Gosh, imagine, yeah. So we've gone from book talk.
Yeah.
Talking about a book. We didn't particularly like said book. And therapy session.
We just needed that therapy session to get over the rubbish book.
Yeah. To be fair, the book's not rubbish. We just didn't we just didn't connect to the book.
Yeah, the book wasn't that bad.
No.
I am completely joking about that.
Love is life, and lovely to spend it with amazing people here. Yeah,
100%.
friends.
Yeah. Shall I do
You do the hearts. You do the hearts. It won't do it for me.
I'll do the eye hearts. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know why I need to take glasses off for that, but
So the book that we're reading this month is The Warm Hands of Ghosts. So if you can get it. We will be talking about it. Shall we lock in the first Saturday of next month? Bring up the calendar. Oh, it's actually the 1st of December, the first Saturday.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing in the calendar that can do it.
I don't have anything in, so we're locking it in for the next Saturday. Well, not the next Saturday, the first Saturday of said December, which is the 1st of December, luckily. There we go, locked in.
It's in.
So we will be talking about bless. I did the heart too.
I always do as well. I always mimic whatever happens on screen, like they can see me. But obviously I know they can't. But I still do it. I wave at the end and wave hello.
I catch it when I'm like feeding Wyatt. And I'm just like, ow. He's like, ah. He's there looking at me, giving it, what are you doing? I'm just like, ah.
I don't even eat like that, Mum.
I know, right? We're so stupid. But in a good way. We're so silly. We're not stupid, we're silly. That's what we are. We're silly.
Yeah.
So we will be talking about The Warm Hands of Ghosts on the first Saturday of December.
I think it's really interesting.
And they're a really good writer. I mean, it's like I read The Bear and the Nightingale. It was really, really well written. It's like I just don't think I was in the right headspace to read it at that time.
What is it again? A historical magical realism situation.
Yeah. And the thing is, magical realism's like hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
But it was good. Is it think it's there's like Baba Yaga in there as well.
Oh, I love a Baba Yaga.
Mm-hmm.
It's a while since I looked it up because I put it on pre-order like last year or whenever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked at it since.
So The Bear and the Nightingale. At the edge of the Russian wilderness, winter lasts most of the year and the snowdrifts grow taller than the houses. But Valisa doesn't mind. She spends the winter nights huddled around the embers of a fire with her beloved siblings, listening to her nurse's fairy tales. Above all, she loves the chilling story of Frost, the blue-eyed winter demon, who appears in the frigid night to calm unwary souls. Wise Russians fear him, her nurse says, and honors the spirits of house and yard and forest that protect their homes from evil. After Valisa's mother dies, her father goes to Moscow to bring home a new wife. Fiercely devout, city-bred, Valisa's new stepmother forbids her family from honoring the household spirits. The family acquiesces, but Valisa is frightened, sensing that more hinges upon their rituals than anyone knows. And indeed, crops begin to fail, evil creatures of the forest creep nearer, and misfortune stalks the village. All the while, Valisa's stepmother grows even harsher in her determination to groom her rebellious stepdaughter for either marriage or confinement in a convent. As danger circles, Valisa must defy even the people she loves and call on dangerous gifts she has long concealed. This in order to protect her family from the threat that seems to have stepped from the nurse's most frightening tales. Yeah.
I'm excited.
That's the other nice. I'll try to get to it. I was born in Poland in 1981 and was death scared of Baba Yaga if I didn't want to go to bed. Yeah. But yeah, so Catherine Arden is the author of the book that we are reading this month.
This book is on top of my Winterathon TBR. You managed to fit it in.
You can do it.
I can. I will. I always do. So. I don't think there's a book that I haven't finished for a book club yet.
I've been close. Like,
I think I've DNF'd one. I'm assuming it was for Sibs though.
I was so annoyed that I completely passed out. I had like I call them death days when my body just decides, do you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna sleep.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll sleep for like 15 to 18 hours. My body just shuts down. It's like, you did enough the other day, and my body just goes, nope.
Yeah.
But
it pisses me off though when that happens when you haven't done anything. Like I get it, I have done something. Like if I conk out tomorrow, I know it's because I've done a lot today. And it makes sense in my brain. I'm like, okay, I can accept this because it's an action and consequence. It's when you haven't done anything and you've got no way of expecting it. That's when it gets me. Mental, it gets me.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, I totally get that.
So
but yeah, I read Ariadne and I was annoyed.
Were you?
Yes.
Because you missed because you were conked out for the
Well,
chat,
I was annoyed that I couldn't join the live to talk about it, but I was also annoyed at the book. It was
It was a very polarizing book, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be as polarizing as it was. So
it wasn't a bad book, but
Yeah.
It was just
A lot of frustrating characters, a lot of frustrating decisions are made in that book.
Mhm.
And I think I loved it, and it was a reread for me,
Mhm.
but I totally understood why people were frustrated with it, if that makes
That
sense.
just the sister.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I think, to me, I feel like I think because a I've read other books that include Ariadne, and I think I've got it very clear in my head how old they are.
Mhm.
I think in Ariadne it's not, even though it is slightly referred to in the beginning how old they are,
Mhm.
they're almost written as if they're adults. So then when they're making childish decisions, you get
Mhm.
frustrated with them.
Yeah.
Whereas I think because I'd read other things that made it a lot clearer how
Mhm.
young they are,
Mhm.
I didn't have that problem. I didn't get that wound up. But I think because the whole point of this Ariadne that we read
Mhm.
is for people that don't necessarily read about Greek mythology, or you
They
shouldn't
they don't
have
have the actual myths. Yeah.
you don't have to. And I think with hindsight, that I feel like that was a little bit unfair to advertise it that way,
Mhm.
because I think I didn't get annoyed simply because I had read other stuff,
Mhm.
and with hindsight, I realized that actually that's a misstep on Jennifer Saint's part, I think,
Mhm.
because she is so fantastic at writing and she clearly knows her shit.
Well, that was my first Jennifer Saint read. I mean, I've got
Right?
Electra,
Yeah. I don't
and
think you'll have the same frustrations with Electra.
okay. Well, to be fair, it's like I know of the original myths of all of them
Yeah.
anyway. Um, and
I didn't with Electra. I didn't have any previous with Electra.
it was one of
For
the
some
most
reason, I
famous
just had
tragedies.
Electra.
One of the most famous of the tragedies.
Have you read Keisha? I can't remember if you're in Sib's book club as well. I'm having a brain fart. But have you read Ariadne? What are your thoughts? Let's move on to another book club.
Yeah, yeah. And
Let's
if you
just do
do
it
like it,
all.
and if you do like Greek myths,
Yeah.
read anything but by what's her
Jennifer
name?
Saint?
Not Jennifer Saint. The other one that the one that wrote Stoneblind, Natalie Haynes.
Oh yeah.
Stoneblind was amazing, so good. And to be
Yeah.
fair, like they've studied Greek myths, and anything. I mean, anything that they've written is just good. I am, and they haven't read.
Well, I get so confused because I know obviously we've got so much overlap,
Hmm.
and I recognize people, I get to know the people, but I often forget which discords, like all the Discord ones, I
Mm.
get mixed up, if that makes sense.
See, I didn't like Song of Achilles.
Oh, I
I
loved
didn't
it.
like it. I didn't like it.
Oh my God.
I think that book, for me, it suffered from overhype for me,
Right.
because it was just so overhyped
Mm.
to the point where I couldn't go on Instagram or TikTok or anywhere or even YouTube without someone shoving it down my throat, and I was just
Yeah.
like, "Fine, I can read it." I read it, and I was just like, "I don't get why everyone fucking loves it. I don't get it." So I'm such a rebel.
Rebel with a book cause.
Facts. I read it long after it was written, I guess. But I mean,
Yeah,
to be fair,
I didn't when it was first out.
but you know, at least you know, my niece came in and kind of like basically shocked my shelves. And
It's what
basically
I'm
before
doing.
I was doing a book on haul, when my niece came over for a barbecue, and I was like, "Oh here, here." So it's like gave them my second copy of Crescent City, gave them Song of Achilles. I think I gave them about 7 books. And they're like, "Thank you." Oh, sorry.
It's not you guys, it's just the
It's late.
people
It
in
took 10 years to write it. I could tell. It bored me.
10 minutes a day it took. 10 minutes a day.
It was so boring. But
I'm
yeah.
technically writing a book at the moment. Probably
Are
never knew
you?
one.
Mm.
But I thought I'd do, because I tried that NaNoWriMo a few years ago before it was problematic. And then this year I thought, oh, well, maybe I'll try it. And then noticed that it had become problematic. And then someone else that I follow on Booktube, Shelley, another UK booktuber.
That Shelley that does the point horror?
No.
Different Shelley.
Not
Okay.
that one. Yeah, hang on. Where's my YouTube there? How old do I sound when I say things like, where's my YouTube? I can't spell.
Same. I'm dyslexic. And I keep saying I'll learn how to spell, and I'm just like, nah, I won't.
Right. I'm not going to be able to find it now, am I? How do I look at my subscribe list? That button there. I think it's something like Reads with Shelley or Read with Shelley, something like that. But she's doing like a NaNoWriMo, but her way kind of thing. It's kind of, it's laid back. And I thought, oh, well, I might as well join in.
My bladder has just decided that it needs to be emptied. Yeah. So I'm just going to quickly run to the lavatory. If you want to, you know, chat, talk amongst yourself. I'm really going to die.
So, what we're going to talk about? What can we say that's inappropriate? Probably not much. I'm letting everyone down here because I can't talk and read, apparently. This is a thing. I cannot multitask. This is where everyone realizes that I'm boring as sin. And wish that Paula would hurry up and get back to shut Laura up. Okay. Oh my God, why can't I find? I am subscribed to way too many channels. Way too many. I've probably gone past it as well. I have, because I've now got to the end of my list and not seen it yet. Come on, Shelley, where are you?
Sorry, I guess that's what happens when you drink over 40 ounces of fluid.
Well,
Hey,
I've
we all do it.
gone to sleep because I've just been
Wait.
talking shite.
Standard.
Absolute codswallop. And I still can't find this channel. And it's really annoying me now.
Right, well, you know how to do it, right? We go into your YouTube.
Yeah, I'm in my subscribers list, subscription list.
Okay.
And I have gone through the whole list once already. I'm just subscribed to way too many channels. That's the problem.
To be fair, I feel like I need to go through and cull a lot of, because I'm subscribed to so many people, and some people don't. A lot of people don't post anymore. From like, you know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of dead channels in here, I think.
it's not that long since I've did a cull, but oh, I'm pressing on things. I think what I need to do is I've followed people that don't post videos that I just talk to in like on here.
I tend to talk about. It's fine. I had to go pee.
I bored the crap out of you. Just be honest.
It's okay. I had to go pee.
Oh, fine.
Again, Cassie, you never said, do you have an Instagram? Because I was looking for you on Instagram. And I'm like, do I follow Cassia? I don't know. Do they have an Instagram? And I was searching and I couldn't find you.
She's been stalking you unsuccessfully.
Yeah. Stalk you. Ah!
Can you imagine? To be fair, if we did stuff like this in real life with people, like if I just went next door and said, I've been looking for you. Find you though.
Oh, my friend had a baby.
Fun.
My friend had that baby Mia.
Aw, that's a cute name.
Look.
Aw.
Yeah. The
All I
baby.
sleepless nights.
Yeah. You
I'm
forget how little they are, though.
Yeah.
When they first pop out.
Yeah, tiny. Except my Oliver, who was born an adult. So he was 7.5 pound born, which you think, okay, that's pretty average. It's not that big. But he was also a month early. So it'd have been a chonker.
See how I ask about their Instagram and they don't reply. They're just like, yeah, nah. they're not saying anything. They're just like, You're not telling you if I've got an Instagram or not? No. Sorry, I've opened Instagram and I'm just looking at stuff now. Doctor, do you exercise? Me, I'm a runner. I run from my problems, I run late, and I run my mouth. Have you found it?
With Shelley.
Book chats with Shelley. Let's
Yeah.
see. Book chats with Shelley.
Yeah, I'd genuinely gone past that 4 times.
And that's a sick of a bear. Oh, right then.
Is it bedtime?
Yes. I think it should be bedtime. I need to close Instagram and stop looking at reels. Because I'll just, I'll
Yeah.
send you them. I'll send you them later.
Right.
I'm so bad at sending reels. It's like, I won't have a conversation with you, but I'll send you countless reels. So many videos.
I'll
That's how I
watch
show
them.
my,
Not even reply, so
that's how I show my
it's
love.
worse. Yeah. I show my love by watching them and not telling you that I've watched them.
As long as you've watched them and enjoyed them, that's the whole point.
Every now and then I'll remember to emoji respond. Now and then.
Every now and then I'll go through it.
Honestly, normally I'm looking at them like in between doing 10 million other things. So it's like that's my how I get through the day.
It was lovely for you to be here, Cassie. I know like NetGalley sprints are happening as well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on tonight on YouTube. So
I don't
as
know if
usual.
I don't know if I'll pop over to sprints or not. We shall see.
Who's
Or if I
sprinting
should
now?
go to bed.
NetGalley?
Coda with Vanessa and Sarah. Ooh.
Cool. Well, if you do go, say hi for me. I'm going to go take some tablets and sleep for 10 hours at least.
That sounds nice. To be fair, I probably should go to bed because with Wyatt not feeling well and running a temperature.
Yeah,
Because it's like last night he came into our bed at midnight and he was fully awake. So Chris got up with him because Chris is an absolute legend. And then tried to give him some medication. He just flat out refused. Because I think he got a sore throat, so he's like not wanting to swallow anything.
Yeah.
But then he ended up passing out again about 6. So can tell he's not well because he woke up and then went back to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Isabel's been doing well with her meds at the moment. She's actually asking for them because hers, we have to crush them up and put them in water for epilepsy. And she's like actively asking for a medication in her water now, which is cool. But if she gets a bug or anything, if you need to give her paracetamol, she's like, she has to be really, really, really ill for her to take it. If she's just a bit under the weather, there's just no way. No way she'll take it. So, but she'll quite happily force feed me mine. Take your medicine now, mummy.
The joys of having kids. And the thing is, it's like with him not feeling well and it's like he's back at school on Monday and it's like if his immune system's low, he'll just pick up whatever.
Yeah, whatever the first bug he comes into contact with.
And because I'm immunocompromised, I'll end up getting it as well. It's great. Kids are great. I love kids. I love my children. They're amazing. My son is non-verbal and it's so much guessing to comfort him. We just do our best. Same. Wyatt's non-verbal as well.
Yeah.
So
Isabel was non-verbal until more recently. She's doing really well now verbally, but even I mean she's got I think they worked out she's got over 2,000 words.
It's amazing.
Now 2 sentences. Doesn't just because she's got the words, it doesn't mean that she understands the words or she understands the way to use them, if that makes sense. So we still struggle.
I told you earlier that Wyatt has 2 words now:
Yeah.
hug and daddy.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for mama, but it'll happen.
It will.
If he can
It
say hug and he can say daddy,
Mhm.
mama is coming
Yeah.
at some point. It
It
will
does
happen.
just show you though, like the things that you take for granted when you have a neurotypical child. Like
Mhm.
you take for granted that they'll do things like talk and
Yeah.
use the toilet and eat
Mm.
a meal and all of
Mhm.
these things until you get a neuro
Yeah.
spicy
It's like
child.
Wyatt won't use cutlery at all.
Mm,
He'll just pick. He'll just eat through his fingers. He will not use cutlery.
yeah.
Uh.
Isabel had her birthday party today and it didn't eat a single thing.
Mm.
But luckily our best friend eats everything, so it's fine. Works out. It works out. So, but yeah.
Yeah. See, the thing is, it's like they say that like he eats pasta and like things at school, and it's like, well, he won't fucking eat it at home. How are you magically getting him to eat these things at school? Because
Yeah.
he will not
Oh,
eat it at home.
I wish Isabel would eat it. Like, I mean, it's frustrating when they do that, but at the same time,
Mm,
I'd give anything for it because she'll eat even less at school than she
mm,
does at home. So it's like, oh God. Like, and yet, like sometimes just seeing other people eat will make her sick.
mhm,
So it is a sensory thing because when she was
yeah,
first weaned, she would eat pretty much anything.
mhm,
So, and it was like as she was getting older and the sensory stuff was kicking in more.
mm,
So it was like, I do think it is a sensory thing with Isabel. So I'm hoping that over time she'll just learn to cope with it in
mhm.
different ways and be able to eat more again. But
I think I follow someone on Instagram. It's like uh, he's autistic, and um, he's made it a mission to like try new foods or like literally like at least try a bite of something like
yeah,
that, you know. So
Isabel will smell things now.
mhm,
We are making progress. It's
yeah,
just, it'll happen.
it's all progress, and
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's hard, but just not knowing if they'd ever like reach the milestones or whatever, but
Mm,
it's so rewarding when they do.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And you find milestones that you would never even think
Mhm.
of. Like
Yeah.
like the whole smelling a food is a
Yeah.
milestone I wouldn't have thought of before
No, and
without
it's
having
like
a child. So
why it's 7 and still in nappies, but like at least he's like he'll go and sit on the toilet now. He won't do anything, but he will actually go and sit on the toilet. He wouldn't sit on the
Isabel's
toilet.
just nappies.
Yeah.
Just so proud of her. But Isabel's like this is just how Isabel is. Like she will not do something for so long that you start thinking it's not going to happen. As soon
Yep.
as you think it's not going to happen, she'll do it.
Mhm.
It's almost like she knows you've given up almost.
Yeah.
Feel bad that you've given up because you're
Yeah.
like, well, that just shows you. And she does it every time.
I think, and also with having neurodivergent children, I think it's just like you can see when they're non-verbal, it's like you can see that they're so smart and that their brains are working.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's not this problem.
it's no, they
Oh,
just can't communicate. I mean,
yeah.
Wyatt's found so many other ways to communicate,
Yeah.
um, but it's like just not with words.
Yeah. If a neurotypical had the problem solving skills that a neurospicy had,
Mhm.
imagine we'd have no the world wouldn't be dying, although
Mhm.
it's not the world justifying it's humans because the world has survived much worse. But yeah, okay, I'm going down another route that we don't go down. But yeah, it's just
Yes, they're so
so
smart.
smart.
You can see it. You really
Yeah,
can see how smart they are,
yeah.
and it's like my friend says that like they think that like autism is like the next stage in evolution.
Do you know, I can see that.
I can see where they're coming from. It's like it sounds weird, but I can see where they're coming from.
Yeah, I can see that because if I could tap into, I think I probably, no, I'm not as smart. But if I could tap into A, the smartness, B, the concentration in that special, when
Yeah.
that focus, if I could get that focus, oh my God.
To be fair, I feel like that with my ADHD. It's like if I could, because it's like I can have that thing where it's like I can hyper focus on this and like become. It's like I say that I'm a jack of all trades. It's like if I try and do something, if I like go learn a new skill, I'll learn that new skill. It's done.
Yeah,
And then I'll move on and I'll learn that skill. And then it's like
yeah,
if I could harness that and focus that to like just be one thing or just like
yeah,
a couple of things instead of all the things.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, squirrel.
Yeah.
Hmm. But yeah,
Yeah.
we should form a group of we should form a mums group for neurodivergent children.
Mm. Yeah, I think I am going to be doing it because with Isabel going to a specialist school
Hmm.
and going in on the taxi, I don't, not that I'm really complaining about this, but I don't do the schoolyard. I haven't made
No,
friends
I
with other
don't
parents
either.
like that.
Why it as the school bus.
Yeah, and again, like I think there's much less. Like Isabel has had her birthday party today,
Hmm.
but she in the 4 years she's been at school. Jesus,
Hmm.
she's been at school 4 years.
Hmm.
The 4 years she's been invited to no birthday parties.
Hmm.
So there's not, the only time I ever see other parents from Isabel's school is like today when we've had a birthday party for her and 3 children turned up. One of them, parents didn't turn up. Just sent the kid in. Either that or they stayed downstairs, which is entirely possible, to be fair.
Okay.
But,
Because I was like, that's a bit sus, but okay.
and then the other 2 parents, one of them I did know because Carter has been in the same class as Isabel for the whole time.
Mm.
So I haven't
So,
spoken to them before.
sorry to sound like a broken record, but this was good for my soul. So many
Mm,
people deal with similar things, but it's like not talked about. So you think it's just you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
It's,
Well,
it's always
no
talked about here. This is my life. We talk about things. And my channel is family and books, and my family. I've got an non-verbal autistic child, and
Mm.
a teenager.
Not unusual in this house
Mm-mm.
to not be neurospicy.
Mm-hmm.
There's one person in this house that's not diagnosed.
To be
Well,
fair,
Oliver.
it's like if we didn't have Wyatt, Chris and myself wouldn't have been, because it's like obviously that it runs autism kind of like, it's like I wouldn't have said that like, oh yeah, I've got ADHD
Yeah.
and Chris has got autism.
Mm.
So
I've got other neurospicy diagnosis.
So Chris is on the spectrum, and it's like I've got ADHD, And
Yeah.
Bram, he was tested for Asperger's, but we don't. It's difficult to say because Bram only came to live with us when he was 12, and there's a lot. Well, his mum's a pathological liar, so we don't know for definite. We haven't seen any paperwork,
Yeah.
shall we say. So, but yeah,
So,
it
do you know
makes
what
sense.
would be nice though is if we lived in a world where these labels didn't matter, where we didn't need these labels, we'd just provide support
Mm,
in ways that we need it
yeah, I
and
mean,
think of everyone on the same level, because I feel like the labels allow people to misjudge each other a lot.
I can see it, but I also think the labels are very helpful.
I mean, they're helpful in understanding a certain set of
Mm,
challenges, if that makes sense.
hmm
But in terms of society as a whole, I think they're quite detrimental,
mm,
you know?
yeah, I
If
mean,
we had the right support, we wouldn't necessarily need to know the exact label because we'd all just be on our own operating system,
mm,
you know?
yeah, it's like um, my one of my best friends has got a brother with Down syndrome,
Yeah.
and it's like having like
That has a
conversations.
lot of physical, medical challenges, though, doesn't it? So that
Mm,
I feel like that's probably a bit.
but people with Down syndrome are just they're so welcoming and nice, and just like if the world was made up more of people that were just lovely and just had that whole outlook on life, it was like it'd be such
It just
such a better
they are.
place. Hmm
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Definitely. Anyway, I'm going to bed
yeah,
after
it's
I've been to the.
it's 11:30. It's
Yeah,
time for sleepies.
it is. It's way past my bedtime.
But you've got a couple of videos to watch.
Yep. Do you want to know how many's on my watch later right now? I don't even know actually.
Yeah, they're naturally very kind. Yeah.
111 videos on my
Alright,
watch
I don't even know
later.
about mine.
I had got it down to under 100, and then clearly I've been back on and added a few more.
Ovi, where do you
Yeah.
see your watch later? Is it playlists? No.
Yeah,
Yeah?
one is. Yeah.
Apparently it's not showing me mine.
Okay.
Oh
Rude.
well. I know. I can't believe Cassia went back and watched like my very first booktube video. I mean, I did for my for my anniversary. I went back and watched it, and it's so cringe. But yeah,
I
the
was
comment.
thinking about doing that on my 1 year.
Mm,
1 year off.
I think I did it for my like 10-year. Was it 10-year or 9-year booktube anniversary? I can't fucking remember.
My fear about doing that is that I'll watch it and think I haven't got any better.
No, I definitely tell that I've got better.
No.
Uh,
I think I've definitely got more confident on camera, if nothing else.
yeah, let's react to my first ever booktube video. Oh, I had blue hair then. Nice.
I'm still technically a baby booktuber, so Even though I feel like I've been here forever.
It's my 8 years on BookTube. I've been on BookTube 8 years.
I haven't even been on a year yet.
I've been on BookTube a long time. I'm so old.
Yeah.
I loved it. So crazy. Should watch me reacted to it. It's even better. Because I'm so shy.
That hasn't come up on my
It was a while ago.
feed. I don't
Yeah,
think
it was last year.
Oh, that'll be why then, because it's not a new video. I thought it was a new video that you'd just done. Well, in that case, I haven't missed it. I just haven't gone back to it yet. I do every now and then. I'll pick someone and just like go back and binge watch all of their old videos. I think the most recent person I've done that with was Rainey, because she'd hit her 1,000 and needed to get her watch hours to get monetized. So I'm like, right, in that case, I'm going to watch every single video you've ever put out.
Do you know what upsets me just looking back on all these old videos is the custom bookcase that my dad built me in my old house. I miss those bookcases. He built them, and they were basically like steps. So it's like had one shelf and then had like a step and then another shelf behind it. So could have like, all my books would be on show. Just go back and look at like one of my old videos just to see the shelves. Just appreciate the shelves. They're so beautiful, and I miss them greatly. And obviously, my dad built them, so
Yeah. Special.
Yeah.
Special on another level.
But yeah, I guess we should say goodnight. We keep saying we'll do it, and then we keep chatting. This is what we always do. Like, we'll say goodnight and then chat for another half hour. But no, we're going. We're actually going to leave now.
We are going 2.5 hours later.
But we will be reading The Warm Hands of Ghosts this month.
Now.
And the poll for December is up in the Discord and on Goodreads and on Storygraph. I did it all today. So yeah. And I will see, if I don't see you in the comments, I'll see you on Monday for sprints. It's like hanging up the phone with my mum. Facts. Yeah.
Sorry, this is just like, I'm not good at hellos or goodbyes. I struggle with them. I always rely on everyone else to take the lead because I'm just like, have no idea how to end a conversation.
It's not that. We just like gassing. We just like chatting.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks.
And on that note, we're leaving. Okay, hang on. Let me get to the end stream bit. Okay. So, bye. Bye.